as nog socialosa hier. I just woke up from my nap. I wake up every morning 3 a.m. 3:30. And then I nap after whenever the sun is finished doing its thing. So quickly, not quickly, I can't do a quick video. This one is on Marsi. I feel she, was my favorite person in the world, and Springbok seller. And because a lot of people can't understand, I was so in shock. So I'm just going to tell the story of the passing of my favorite person in the world, which was February this year. My grandmother. Those who know her know she was witty and funny, and she was a ball of a time, And me and her had a special type of relationship. I was the favorite grandson. That was fully confirmed. Also because I grew up in the house. I was the only grandson that grew up in the house, so I kinda had to be the favorite, in a way. But I earned the favoriteness also in my ways and in my dealings with her. So when I used to come in the house, when I used to leave the house, we always used to greet salute. And anyways, so not to get too much in the story, the only thing that I do not regret, but I wish that I could, was that I was home in more often for longer times. But again, I'm not stuck there. I made peace with that. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can change. There's not a thing. It's impossible. It's done. But I'm not stuck. Oh, I should have, I would have, I could have. I've made peace with that. Because that type of stuff keeps you. And again, if the pain keeps you, you're hostage. And what does pain do? Sometimes, well, pain can do a lot of things. It can numb you. It can make you not see clearly, and can send you down a dark road, blah, blah, blah. The possibilities are endless, vice versa. So, everybody was expecting me to arrive shattered in pieces. I myself was expecting to arrive shattered in pieces. So how it happened was, she passed unexpectedly. She was still driving, fetching her friends, taking them to Sea Point on Sundays, still fetching the ladies from the gym club, the old ladies, taking them to gym weekly. And it was an unexpected passing. My mother did say, I think you should come home. This was 2 days before it happened, and I said no, I'm not coming home, because I was listening to if there was any, I must go home, and there wasn't. Nonetheless, it worked out better, because had I come home, I would have missed the funeral, and then it would have been a different. I'm not saying this was my process. Don't get things confused or make stories up in your mind of how things should be. Use what resonates for you in the videos always. You're a different person, I'm a different person, we're all different people. It's all going to be different. Your thing, your echo is not going to whisper what my echo or somebody else's echo whispers. I made me coffee and I started this video already. And so just be clear and conscious of that. Your process is your process. Do what works for you, but take the lessons and take the positivity out of it, what you can. So anyways, I get that message, so I don't get any signal, go home. And then 2 days later, I'm sitting on the couch, get a message from my mother. Please pray, they're busy resuscitating Marsi. I say resuscitating, and I look up. And I say, you never told me to go home. And I don't believe she's gonna pass, because I thought I was being good. So at least, you can give me a signal to say, yes, you must go home or something, which I think also, if I had to be there when it happened, I think maybe that would have destroyed me, because my mother, she was there, and she has the last image of when of them resuscitating her, which is not a I thankfully didn't go home. And it's not, don't listen to your mother, don't take that from there. But that's how hardcore I listened, and I think that would have finished me if I had to see that, And so I get this message and I see resuscitate, and the next thing, the cry comes up. Now I don't cry quickly and I don't cry easily, but I love to cry. But when I cry, if I got any emotions left in 2012, if there's some drama of emotions or trauma in 2007, I say, everybody come to the party, we're gonna cry. I'm gonna Justin Timberlake, cry wherever. And the next thing, I get up from the couch. Now I'm busy tearing and crying, walking to the bedroom, because I want to go lay lekker and cry, man. And as I get to the bed and I grab the pillow, the next thing, I'm right here next to her in the hospital, and I say my goodbye, like in a ear, and I tell you that gush of the cry want to come, and as I want to, just and there's an emptiness there. So as I pull back and I realize what has happened, and I take out my phone and I look so with one eye and I see nothing. Now I'm just standing there, I'm thinking a bit confused, and then 30 seconds later the message came through that she passed. So I got my goodbye in, and me and Marsi had a ball of a time, I feel very complete with her. As I say, the only thing, more time, and it's always gonna be when people pass, we wish more time. Well, maybe not everybody, but we don't go down that road. But so I then got on the plane, but just before February, when she passed 2025 this year, I went through a massive healing process. I say, when my leg broke, I was on 6 weeks on the couch, which I enjoyed. I was 6 weeks off work, and couldn't have come at a better time for me. But I was going through healing for all my trauma that was still left, and I was crying on the couches and crying on the couch and I was alone, because I chose not to go back to Neom. I stayed in Riyadh, and I looked after myself. I'm a very easy person, and I had a wheelchair. I had a little serving tray. Anything I needed or anything, I put it on the tray. I put the tray on me. And we go. And I moved around. And the only thing that was difficult the most difficult thing was taking a shower. That was, I showered every third, fourth day, And then I made it easier for myself. If I start to, and I said, okay, I must go shower. But I didn't get there often, but And then I got on the plane, and then they delayed the funeral. So the only thing I wanted to see, because I was super solid. The one thing I forgot to, so then I came back to sit on the couch, and then they asked me, am I coming for the funeral? So I said no. And they asked me again, my mother, I said no. But this time I was a bit stubborn and a bit angry, because the pain was now there. And then I put my phone off, And I sat there for 20 minutes and I thought to myself, what will, Marsi think? Although Marsi's gone, but and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go home. But moments before I put that phone on, I told myself, I promise I will not let any pain reroute my road any longer. And that was a solid, and I don't make, people that know me, I don't make promises unless I know I can keep it. I can promise you I will drop this packet of chips, because if I die right now, there go the packet of chips. But if I can't, like, that's how serious I take a promise. I will not make a promise unless with certainty of that it will be kept. There's another promise coming later on down the line that I will get to, that I made, that kept me stuck at Coast for so long. A promise I made to myself, and ouchie up there. So when I made that promise, I became like super solid, that I'm not going to let any pain rock me, move me, or send me down, whatever road. And then I made my way to the airport so swiftly, and the flight was very soon. I had to get done, but like, I just knew that I'm going to make it, and I just followed and I just walked. And then while I'm flying, I'm thinking, the grateful word, I'm thankful, but alhamdulillah, I'm thankful that I'm super solid. Because so now I'm flying, and obviously everybody's expecting me to arrive shattered to pieces. I was also expecting myself to arrive like that. And then I kept thinking, but you're so long on the flight already, and you're awake and you're solid. And then I thought to myself, I just want to see what's going to happen when I see her face. And I made my way, and I made it in time for the funeral. And when they opened her face, I almost burst out laughing, because all I could think of was the good times. Me and her, she was very funny, and me and her had a ball of a time. Really, we had a ball of a time. There's I miss her and so on and stuff, but yeah, I think that's enough to share. What I was trying to get over to is also because people can't understand. I arrived and I stayed there for, I think, 5 days, and I was the same for 5 days. I was like happy. I was in a happy mode, and I got my goodbye in, and I wasn't even there. That was the major thing. I know that's a spiritual thing, and but as I say, I felt very complete. There's no sometimes we feel incomplete with people because we didn't do enough for them, we didn't do this for them. I remember I was 12 years old, so mine and Marsi's thing growing up was we would watch football together. That time the team, if you go to a robot, the traffic light, this is the green, and on top is the red. I supported that team, I'm Ronaldo Al Nasser now, or so to say, to avoid any clash of the titans here. I really don't watch the Premier League anymore for a while, and especially since the soccer's just not the same. And yeah, man, yes. So anyways, but whatever. So we were 12 years old and we were watching, and she said, "That's my dream." And so I said, "What?" She said, "To go to Old Trafford." And I'm 12 and I'm thinking, that's pounds first of all. I'm 12. I don't have a job, obviously. I'm still in school. I'm never going to be able to afford that. And I tell you, the manifestation of that, I'll tell you the key, because they leave a lot out when they do manifestation, and they tell you, oh, do this, do that, write this down. They never give you the full story. I'm going to give you the full story, which I believe, because there's again, I believe I can fly. Because you're going to see through my life that manifestation, it's possible. And I've given you indicators also already. And if that happens, if any of that happens, then I must be doing something right. And anything that I have in me, I'll give it away. It's not for me to hold on to. You know, that's the other thing people get. Then they hold so tight. Then you don't get more. When you give, when you're grateful, when you are humble, I tell you, Qatar Airways, Emirates Air. You see how bad with names I am? I got only SA Airlines, British Airways. No airlines can catch you. You can go like that in a matter of moments. And you see how I get lost in the story now? And then anyways, I moved to Saudi Arabia for 10 years ago. And not too long after that, I managed to make a dream come true with the help of my mother, who stole my ticket. She didn't steal my ticket, I declined my visa 3 times to get into the UK, so my mother had to go in my place. Which is unfortunate for me. It would have been something else, me and her there, you know. But it wasn't meant to be. And for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't even bother thinking of that. I was so happy when I saw the pictures and the videos of when she was there. So never think anything is impossible. If people tell me I can't do something, yeah, it's like gas. They give me gas. I'm on fire already. Tell me I can't do it. Say I can't do it. I go quiet. I'm very dangerous when I go quiet, in a good way. But tell me I cannot. Then I don't say anything. I just walk away like you hurt me, or you know, like you affected me. But I'm still here. And then I go do it. You know, even if I don't succeed, I attempt, I come close, but I give my all if it's something I want to do. And you tell me I can't do it, it's like, it works me up. Don't tell me I can't. Who? You know, I sound like who? Oh, don't we talk about WHO and the United Nations of shit. Oh, let me close this video. Okay, thanks Marsi. Salute.